Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this series from Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford, and we have this lobster to colour today. Now I was thinking, oh, we'll go for the salmon pinks and things like that, but the dragon is that colour, it's right there, so I'm going to have to think slightly differently. Now my son was interestingly talking to me about lobsters yesterday. He said you can get blue lobsters and white lobsters, and some that are half pink and half blue. And I was wow. But we're not going to be doing blue or white. I think I can't. It's not quite going to work for my poor little brain. So what I think we'll do is we'll go for slightly different pinky colours. So I'm going to use sort of salmon, is it called? Ash, rose, Turkish delight, those sorts of colours. We're using our Chromaflow, by the way. So I'm actually going to start with the Turkish delight, which is quite a dark colour. Well, it's the darkest of the three that I'm going to use, or I may not use all three. We'll see how it all goes. So I'm going to do my darker areas first and then work from there. So let's just get going, I think. I'm going to sort of just put in the bits that I think would be more dark. So we've done more intensity here and lighten up towards there. I'm going to do the same here. I realise this is drawn as if it's dark, but for me I think this bit should be as well. So maybe we'll follow Johanna's lead there and sort of fade it across ways a bit. It'd be fine. There we go. Just going to emphasise that a bit more. I haven't really got as many layers as I wanted. There we go. Sorry about my voice. I sound a bit gruff. It's early in the morning. Yesterday I was really cleaning and shopping all day, and so I didn't get any work done really. And this morning I got up and just thought, right, I'm going to get on. So basically yesterday was Saturday, so farmer's market, grocery shopping. It was the last big shop before Christmas, so I know it's not Christmas now. And so it was busy and had lots to do. And then we got home and we'd forgotten the cheese. I mean, cheese, Christmas, got cheese. Well, not all the cheese. We got 2 lots of cheese, but we'd forgotten the cheese that one of my sons asked for. So husband walked back into town because we had driven in, but by the time we got in, we were talking to people. There were no parking spaces. It was, you know, mad Saturday before Christmas sort of goings on. So husband walked back into town and got cheese, and he was hours. He saw everybody, do you know what I mean, and talked to everybody and bought lots of extra things that we didn't need, and, you know, did the husband thing, you know, or maybe not all husbands, but his thing. So I was cleaning. Now when I got back I didn't have a lot of energy, and I had a headache, so I'm all good today, by the way. So I thought, so I took some paracetamol and unstacked and restacked the dishwasher, which is nice and easy. So we've got ash rose, sorry, and I'm just going to extend these areas here really, and then I did the ironing, which took like an hour. There was loads of it, but because I was just standing it was fine, and I began to get my energy back a bit, and I had some chocolate. That always helps. Someone had kindly bought me some chocolate buttons. I think they were, yeah, it was Becky's chocolate buttons that she bought me, and so I was eating those, some of those, not all of them, goodness. I've already eaten some of them anyway. And by the time I'd finished the ironing I had a bit more energy, but it was nearly lunchtime, so I did a few jobs. I can't remember what I was doing anyway, and then had lunch because it was already lunchtime by then, even though we had been up early and we'd gone out shopping. We got to the supermarket before 8 o'clock, but so it's sort of been on the go, and then I had to clean. So I was cleaning and I wanted to do a good spring clean. I mean, quite often we tend to do a pre-Christmas spring clean if we've got guests and whatever. We haven't got anyone coming, but the house is just grubby and messy, or it was. I just wanted to have a go at it, you know. So now we're using the salmon, and I'm just going to go over all the areas now. I know I haven't done the eyes. I was thinking, are they black? But I think they might look a bit odd, really stand out, because this is sort of pale. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the eyes yet. Have a think. Anyway, so you know, cleaned all the bathrooms, cleaned the bedrooms, did all the dusting, the vacuuming. My husband was helping my son a little bit in the afternoon with something. Oh, he was cooking as well, so I ended up doing it. It's fine, most of it. And then this morning I did a bit more. What I'd done, not a lot, but the dishwasher needs doing it again. But it does need doing multiple times a day sometimes. But the kitchen blinds, I dusted the blinds, and I was sitting at breakfast this morning with my son. Well, it was only 2 of us up, still only 2 of us up. It's only, 20 past 8, nobody's out of bed except me and my son. Anyway, I'm going back to this darker one, the Turkish Delight, and I'm just going to go over some of these areas that I wanted to be quite dark because they're not quite as dark as I'd like, so I'm just reworking them a little bit. Anyway, so we were sitting at breakfast and I could just see where I hadn't dusted the whole thing, and it looked worse than it had before I cleaned it. You know how it is if you dust and miss bits. So I was doing that this morning as well. I found a much better cloth rather than a duster. I used a microfiber cloth, and the dust stuck to it much better. It's good. I'm going to do the eyes with this, I think. I'm going to try to go around the edge and leave a lighter bit in the middle. I think it's going to be a bit challenging. And I'm going to do these. I never know whether this is just a turned over bit or whether it should be coloured in. But as we haven't got much more to colour, I just thought, just colour it in. I want to do a bit more colouring, so I'm going to colour it. Down here, I want a bit more separation between these areas, a bit more three-dimensional look. It's a little bit flat. And so I'm going to grab a much, much darker colour. Now, you need to be careful with this. This is the Shiraz. You can see it's nearly black. It's so dark. But if I just plonk it on really thickly, it's really going to stand out as looking very different to the rest. So I need to gently, gently build up layers. So, and it needs to be really sharp, which it isn't. So let's just do that first. I think I'm going to end up breaking the lead. No, I didn't, but it might be a bit wobbly now. I think it's okay. So Shiraz, and I'm just going to put like a small layer here and then sort of scumble it out a bit so that it, like that. Same here. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I sorted the blinds out anyway. Got those clean. And then I thought better come up and start doing a few videos for you. I know I'm recording in advance. It's the 22nd of December, but I want to take a few days off, as I'm sure we all do. You can see the difference now between these few and these few. I can. I hope it's showing up. Yeah, I thought I'd get a bit done. And then yeah, I'll be taking Christmas Day off, but I'm going to take some colouring with me. I've got a little portable colouring book that I haven't coloured in for ages, which is really nice, but I tend to save it for when I need something portable, if that makes sense. I can't remember what it's called, calm colouring or something like that, I'm not sure. Now I'm looking at the seaweed, I'm just pondering. I think I want a bit of a mix of colours because it looks quite plain at the moment. Now we've got this seaweed here, these two look the same. The seagrass looks the same. That one looks different to that one. I think I'm going to mix the colours up a little bit. Maybe do a big selection of different greens just to make it add some interest, shall we say, and variety. Right, what should we do though? Should we just go a bit random? I'm gonna just grab and go. Let's see what happens. Obsidian green. So I'm just gonna start with this one. Anyway, so I've got a little book, so I'm going to take it with me on Christmas Day, and a very small pack or tin of pencils, but I know that I've asked my parents for some pencils, and I know they bought them because my mum will tell me. She'll say, "Oh, I got what you asked for." Thanks, Mum. It's very sweet. This is the light olive. I am going to use this. I'm going to go across and across and across, I think. So this one, I'm just going to use. This lead is broken a bit, so we'll see. It might snap. Oh, it's so wibbly wobbly. Yeah, so I know she's bought me some, so I might play with those. And I usually like to do a sort of unboxing and sort of thing, and video for you, but I'm sure you won't mind if I play with them a little bit first. Actually, I've got a new set of pencils for Christmas as well from Becky, which to show you. The video might come out before this one, we never know. I'm not going to go really light. I think the spring bud, someone's up, I can hear them moving around, might be the lightest I go. I'm going to do this one. Now I'm only doing one colour for each piece at the moment, and I may add more in a bit. Sorry, I bashed my tripod then. Pine green, I don't know if you saw that. Now these two look like they're coming from the same point, and I'm wondering whether I should do them the same colour, but I think if everything else is a different shade of green and these two are the same, that might look a little bit weird. So I'm not going to do them the same colour. Whoop. Cactus. I'm going back over this side for this one. We've got a few more that side, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I can hear someone walking around upstairs. What time is it? It's probably husband up before sun. And he'll come down in his pyjamas and go, "What's going on?" "What time is it? Are you up?" "No." Oh, it's always funny. "No, I'm not up." "Are you dressed?" "Well, have a look." "No, I'm not." "No." Actually, I'm wearing pyjamas today. I've got up, I had a shower, basil, washed my hair, and decided I wanted a pyjama day. Oh, it's quite similar to that colour, isn't it? And put clean pyjamas on because it's clean pyjama day. In that we change the sheets today. This one is pickle. So when we change the sheets, we change pyjamas. So, oh, sounds like someone's having a shower. I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if you can hear the water. It's not that loud. Field grey, and so yeah, I'm having a pyjama day today because I was out. I was busy yesterday. I want to chill. I can't have any more pyjama days for ages because out and about and different things, nice plans. It's good, exciting, but you know, sometimes it's nice to have a chill day. Right, this is the leaf green. It's quite a dark green, and I'm going to be using it to put a few different colours into these greens. So this one here, I'm going to just put a bit down here at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to show up very much because this one is really dark because the obsidian green is dark, but this one it will. And I'm going to put a little bit at the bottom and a little bit at the top. I'm going to do a different thing with each one, well, within reason. So this one I'm going to put a darker tip on each of these little protuberances. Oh dear. I thought I should have some fairy lights in here really. It's I actually put some up yesterday when I was doing my major spring cleaning thing. I think I'll do this at each end as well. When I was doing my sort of spring cleaning thing, I found some lights that were hanging. My boys had a set of fairy lights each on their bedside table. That was because we had power cuts a while ago, at the beginning of December, and I found them out some fairy lights to, in case, and put they're battery powered, and put them in their bedrooms in case we had a power cut and they needed to see, because we couldn't find any torches. We didn't have any. Husband's bought them torches now, so we don't really need the lights. I'm just going to grab my Turkish delight. I'm sorry, I'm going to fiddle here. Just add a bit more here. I just feel like it needs a little bit more here colour. So I took those off their bedside tables. Now they've got torches, and stole them. They're mine, I didn't steal them. And I bought them last year actually to put on the stairs, and they didn't really show up. So I wound them around some plants on my hallway windowsill, and then it means that anyone in the street walking by can see them, and I thought that's rather nice. And my neighbour, who's opposite, I am choosing my next colour, I'm not just talking. Well, I am talking. I'm going to use the mineral blue for the bubbles, like we did with our fish picture. I'm not going to do a sea background. I'm just going to use this mineral blue to fill the bubbles in blue, just to give a nod that there's water. I don't want to do a background just because I haven't done it for any of the others. And again, like with our fish, I'm going to try and make it darker at the bottom of the bubble and lighter as we go towards the top. It's quite tricky when you've got such a small shape, but try your best and it's all good. Oh, so yeah, my neighbour messaged me and said thank you for the lights, she liked them, so that was nice. But I do the same to her because she puts them in her window for me to look at, so I thought I would return the favour. I can't see them much because I'm not in the hall very much, but they're battery ones, so I leave them on in the day, and then when I go to bed I turn them off and shut the curtains. But usually I shut the curtains earlier, but if I shut the curtains I would forget to turn them off. I'm just finding a jelly roll pen, white. I'm going to try and find my 5. Everything burnt. What have I got here? I've got 2 10s and 2 8s. Some of them have run out. That's not... Can you hear me fiddling around? There it is on the desk. I think this one might be run out, but we'll see. So this is Jelly Roll 5. You can use a larger nib, but this bubble here is so small, but my pen's blocked. Let's scribble it on a bit of scrap paper. That's it. Just the smallest dab. It barely shows. There we go. Now I'm not sure about his eyes because I think they look like they're shut, but I know I've got a plan. Watch first because it might all go horribly wrong. Hopefully not. So I'm going to use my black. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of black just on the front, as if we can see sort of his eyelid, just a sort of curved bit like that. Well, that's not bad. And then my 5 to put a little white dot, but not in the middle. Oh, come on, pen. Oh, I didn't want to write. That's it. There we go. There. It looks a bit cartoony now, but I think that's fine because he's not photorealistic, is he? There he is, Mr. Lobster. So yes, if you want to do in blue, go ahead, because apparently they exist. But no, I couldn't bring myself to do that. There we go. So thank you for watching. I do hope that you have a really super day, and happy colouring.